All right, guys. Welcome to Wednesday Night Standard here at GameSwap in Mason, Ohio. My name is Patrick Savage, and I'm joined here tonight by
the handsome John Douglas.
the most handsome John Douglas.
I forgot what day it was and showed up and gave me a mic. So here we go.
You can see here we have familiar mainstays, Jesse Sinopoli and Clayton Cardinal.
Also, Bomat Courier.
Yes.
Mainstay.
Very familiar mainstay. Jesse on his classic mono red deck that got slightly underpowered, and Clayton on his not Sultai anymore. He's on blue black now. There's no need for green. But
there's also no need for him to think about blocking.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Take a billion.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I generally like attacking with these gifted Aetherborns in this against mono red when I can.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because you just never get the chance to block.
Oh wow, we get a nice little champion of wit there. Big
champion of
fan
wits,
of that one.
yeah. Although I'm not 100% sure what his hand's going to matter. His hand looks slow, and Jesse's looks fast.
Yeah, I mean, so there's no mystery what Jesse was gonna be on.
Oh yeah, no, not at all.
Why he bothered to keep a slow one, but here we go.
He took damage from his lands.
Did he?
He did. He's an Ifnir Deadlands.
Well,
let's just ask you, what is that a Mausoleum Harpy? No, because it's a rare. What is that?
That's the Dead Man's Chest.
What? We can play that in Standard?
Yeah.
What does that do again?
So when a creature, you enchant a creature you don't control.
Okay.
When it dies, you draw cards equal to its power. You might gain life equal to its power too.
Interesting.
You definitely draw cards.
Yeah. No, actually, I think it's you exile cards and you from their library.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and you can cast cards among them and spend mana as though it any color.
Oh, that's lovely.
So
just a nice bit of tech.
I don't think. Do you gain life though? No, you don't.
No, there's no life gain.
So that just makes it like really slow against mono red.
Oh man, this Soul Scar made shot combo on the
is
gonna be real nice.
That is great. Do you know my favorite thing about the fact that Ramen Up Runes got banned is?
What's that?
I don't have to call this deck Ramen Up Red anymore.
That's true.
I hate that name.
You don't like Ramen Up Red.
It's weird.
It is weird. I'll give you that. Like this, he says.
So we're just
how about
jumping
like
the two.
This?
There we go. Clayton wasn't expecting that, I don't think.
And we'll pop a courier.
Draw 4 cards.
Man, it feels good.
One of them was a Glory Bringer.
Yeah, good thing you didn't draw those in the first 4 turns of the game.
Yeah.
Lightning Strike.
Yeah,
this is a
Glory
good
Bringer. 2 lands, I believe.
At least 1.
Sunscorched Desert and Scavenger Grounds.
Sure. And he's gonna get to untap with this on-crop crasher or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Clayton's at 9. What do you got, Clayton? Golden Demise.
That beats this hand plus.
It's
not gonna cut it.
That's actually okay, but I think he's still dead. You Lightning Strike the Hostage Taker, and then so he's at 8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's exactly lethal.
Or we just crash.
I don't think Glorybringer is lethal.
So if we exert it, kill the Hostage Taker.
We give back our on-crap Crasher, but he can block. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7.
Yeah, puts him in 1, gives him another turn.
So I think Lightning Strike, I believe that would have been lethal. So Clayton, do you have Bantu's Last Reckoning? He can't even cast it because he's at 1.
That's embarrassing.
I would laugh if he had it too.
Yeah. Swamp.
Oh, there's the Aether Hub. Can we do it?
I mean, he's just going to get lightning struck, but
that is true.
I'd love to see it.
No, I don't think so. I think that his hand is Aether Hub, Scarab God, Never to Return, and Dead Man's Chest.
Oh, he's got another Dead Man's
I think he's got another Dead Man's Chest in his hand.
That's wonderful.
This is not a deck that was built that well with Aether Hub in mind. I mean, he's got main deck gifted Aetherborns, but still.
Yeah, I wonder if he's got like even the Glint-Sleeve Siphoner or...
I would expect so. I would expect some kind of energy cards because he has Aether Hub in his deck. Blue-black isn't really a combination that needs Aether Hub.
Right.
So I would expect there's Glint-Sleeve Siphoners, unless there's another black energy blue or black energy payoff I can think of. Die Young, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you have enough energy producers because the reason for Die Young, especially on the board, was to get Hazarets.
Yeah.
And you can't really do that anymore.
So, yeah, that's a quick game 1 here by Jesse.
I expect game 2 to be pretty quick as well, unless Clayton has some really nice sideboard tech.
Yeah, I'm also assuming that Clayton has like cards like Fatal Push that he just didn't see.
You would think so. Although, if you look at a lot of these lists that have come out over the past couple days, a lot of them are pretty light on the Fatal Pushes.
Really?
Yeah. I see a lot of like 2 and 3 Fatal Pushes. Oh, here's a Demon of Dark Skin.
Oh, apparently that's something that Clayton has.
That's on the radar.
Is it? It wouldn't be on my radar.
I mean, it's a mythic demon.
Yeah, it's also 6 mana. I don't know if I'm boarding in a 6 mana demon against mono red, even if it does give me the infest effect. I'd rather just play Golden Demise.
It's probably better than Torrential Gearhulk. If we're being
that
real.
is true.
And just think of all the energy you get.
That
so much energy.
You're gonna draw a lot of cards with your Glint Sleeve Siphoners in that case, or just start reanimating something.
They're gonna be dead, right? Yeah, they get -2/-2. They're dead.
That's true.
You just start.
You play them after.
Okay.
Yeah, you reanimate the Glint Sleeve Siphoner.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. That's the thing we care about.
Sandbag it.
Yeah.
Turn 7 Glint Sleeve Siphoner.
Pay 3 mana and 4 energy after we play our 6-drop to get back our 2/1.
Yeah, no big deal. We got this.
He also might have what's the new common? The black common, -2/2. Moment of Craving.
Oh yeah.
That's called.
I've seen a couple of those in boards. That
yeah, I've seen.
Very impressive.
I've seen a lot of decks eschewing Essence Scatter in favor of that, which I'm not sure how big I am on that, but it makes sense if you want cheaper interaction.
I don't like that at all. I like the card, but I don't like getting rid of the Essence Scatter for it. Essence Scatter is so important.
Not Essence Scatter. The black Lightning Helix card.
Oh,
Essence something else.
Extraction.
Extraction. That's my bad.
Yeah, Essence Scatter is there for glory.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
This does not cut.
There for Hazarets. Although 2 of these can kill a Hazaret, and you gain 4 life.
Oh my.
There you go. That's better than a Vraska's Contempt. Probably not.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's better.
You gain 4 life. It's 4 mana, same amount of mana.
Yeah, but it's 2 cards.
Yeah, it's 2 cards. How many of these are you playing in your deck and/or sideboard?
Like 8.
8? You're playing 8 Moment of Cravings?
Yeah,
this isn't limited. This is not limited.
Yeah, I disagree. Who's gonna stop me? This hand
the
from
DCI judges. This hand from Jesse's not good enough, apparently.
No, that was not a good one.
I didn't get a great look at it. I saw Chandra. That's about all I saw.
It was a lot of Glorybringer, Chandras, and it's weird to see a red deck with both Glorybringer and Chandra in it post-board.
But I think that's kind of what he wants here.
Yeah, if you plan on making this go late, but from what Clayton showed you of his deck game 1, I wouldn't expect him to put up much of a fight here.
That's fair. I mean, you saw a lot of like not great cards out of Clayton.
Yeah.
Also, wait, is that those are just lightning strikes in his hand?
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, they look like Release the Gremlins. But we're going to 5.
Yeah, just a 1-laner there.
Yeah, that's. Did he have a 1-drop?
I didn't see a 1-drop.
Okay. I don't know. For some reason, whenever I've been playing Standard recently, like I don't play mono red, but sometimes just when I mulligan to 6, I feel like I'm forced to keep 1-landers sometimes.
Oh, I would never
Especially
keep a 1-laner on 6.
With a scry on the draw.
It's so risky.
If you like, obviously not if you have a 1-drop, but
yeah, if you have like 3 1-drops or something, then I might.
Let's say you're playing Grixis Energy. You keep a hand that has 1 land. You're on the draw with a scry, Fatal Push, Magma Spray, and then like reasonable turn 2 plays. Let's say it's a search for Escanta.
Can my 1 land cast both Fatal Push and Magma Spray? So it's exactly like Dragon's Call Summit?
It could be Canyon Slough, too. It can definitely cast one of them.
Okay. I'm not excited about it.
No, you're definitely not excited, but sometimes you just have to bite the bullet. That also might be why I got absurdly mana screwed in a lot of my games yesterday. Something we might call piloting error.
Oh,
is this the Snapcaster Mage guy? The red with
not exactly
2/1 with first strike? Not exactly. It's your opponent's graveyard. There's another card from Clayton that's been popping up a lot in like a lot of decks that I've seen. Arch of Orazka.
Yeah, it's There's not a really big deck building requirement to pop one in your deck, so it seems pretty good.
I think the deck building requirement is you can't be 3 colors.
I mean, you can play one in a 3-color
You
deck.
can play one.
Look at this Daredevil.
Enemy. Yeah, this is the Dire Fleet Daredevil.
I don't want to comment on what the Daredevil's trying to steal there, but we're gonna let the audience there use their imagination about what that is.
I like to think it's like lime jello.
Okay.
That's what there's not many things that I would be a Daredevil for, but
it's a very wholesome answer. All right, the Arc here doesn't come into play tapped. It gives you colorless mana, not a huge deal, but late game, that card drawing ability.
It's very powerful.
Very powerful. I played against it in limited. Very powerful there too.
That seems very good in limited.
Imagine. Oh, it looks like we're willing to trade this.
Oh.
Off. Man.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not sure who won in that exchange. I think it was Clayton.
Yeah, I think Clayton won.
Because, like, those vehicles are hard to deal with, especially for these black decks that don't have access to, like, a braid.
Right. And I don't know why. I can't imagine that's in Jesse's main deck.
No, definitely not.
So I'm not 100% sure why he brought it in. Maybe just because vehicles are particularly difficult for these colors to deal with. But if that's the case, then why are you trading it off like that?
Exactly.
Especially since you have a shock. And does this Daring Buccaneer have
It's first strike.
first strike?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you could combo that off if you need to.
Now, unfortunately for Jesse, he's drawn a billion lands.
1 billion. Oh, man, that
Believe-
feels bad. Spending
Oh,
a
yeah.
spell on a champion wins.
Especially when it's like you need all the points of damage you can get. When your last 2 cards in hand are lands, and then you see this come out in front of you. That answers the Aetherborn. Still feel like we're just treading water here for Jesse.
I think Jesse may be intimidated by the City's Blessing aspect of this arch.
Why?
So he seems to be trading off a lot more willingly than he should. And maybe he just doesn't want to get Clayton to get to that point in the game.
Yeah, maybe. But I think if you're getting to that point in the game, you're losing already. Oh, Lord. Clayton has been gifted with gifted Aetherborns. This Bomat Courier looks slightly sad. And we're sacking this. Nice little cycle there. Find another mountain.
So many mountains.
Man, remember when these were like Ramanop Ruins and Sunscorched Deserts that we were finding?
Just play all the deserts.
Yeah. Not anymore. Although we still have some deserts. Do you think the Desert Path package is still worth it, these decks?
No, I don't. So I don't think the mono red deck is very good.
I'll agree with that.
I think you could put together like a Boros aggro deck and convince me that it's good, or
It's been
even, like,
it's
a red
been
black.
popping up online, splashing the new Path of Metal, the new flip enchantment land thing.
That card seems sweet.
That card is very good. That's just a bet. If you can flip it, that's just a better Ramanop Ruins.
It's a little bit of a bad design because it doesn't kill the tokens from Oketcher's Monument because they have Vigilance, but
That's funny.
it's pretty good against the vampire tokens, things like that. And then when you flip it, you just get a dome your opponent for 2.
Or just kill a random attacking creature.
Yeah.
That's a weird. To me, it's weird that it gets rid of hexproof. If someone attacks you with the Bristling Hive, you just have a Metzali Tower of Triumph. You just get to laugh in their faces.
Nice hexproof. Destroyed.
Yeah. I can tell you what Clayton's laughing in the face of right now. This Aethersphere Harvester that he's about to take.
Yeah. Can't cast it yet. So maybe Jesse can draw like a Glorybringer here.
He's drew a Lightning Strike, but that's not going to do it. Clayton's going to take...
Think of all the extra
Second
energy he's
game.
going to get there. So much energy.
Did he have something to go with that energy?
No.
Okay. He would have had with the Aethersphere Harvester.
He could have given it like quadruple life.
There you go.
Could have gained so
That's
much
what
life.
Clayton's Aether Hubs are for. It's to fuel the Aether Sphere Harvesters that he steals from his opponents.
I see.
Yeah. I actually wouldn't be surprised if he was playing Couple himself. He really likes that card.
Yeah, it's a very good card. I mean, especially out of the board against these vehicles decks.
You mean it's mono red?
Yeah, the vehicles decks.
Well, yeah, that too.
Mono red is not as good because they have a lot more like supplemental damage, so like burn spells and things like that. Whereas the vehicles deck has a lot of targeted removal. So if they're trying to clear a path, you can tap your guy and cruise.
Okay, that makes sense. But then they just kill your vehicle.
In combat or what? They can kill in combat.
Both.
No, I'm just saying, like, they try to kill your guy to swing through, but they can't because you can just crew a vehicle and block it instead.
That's fair, but then just don't need to attack into it, and then you're just still kind of behind.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, unless the whole.
I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't.
Attack.
I'm not saying you shouldn't bring it in. I still think it's decent to match up. I think it's better against mono red than it is against vehicles.
That's fair.
Because like they're just so reliant on having this like massive, critical, massive burn spells. I mean, you just gain 3 life.
Sure.
Like if you just gain 3 life per turn for like 2 turns, then you're probably just set them back so far that they probably can't catch up.
Yeah, that's true. They can only deal so much damage, and without Raminette Ruins, like once they get to that point in the game.
Exactly, that's like the biggest thing, and also especially now that Ferocidon is gone as well.
They just gain all the life.
Yeah, there was this cap on how much damage they needed to deal because no one could stop them from gaining any life.
Right.
And now there are no more angry dinosaurs to prevent us from making tokens or gaining life.
Which is a real shame. I'm gonna miss that card. That card was.
You're gonna miss that card?
It was a well-designed card.
I agree and disagree at the same time, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. But
okay, because like I agree that was a well-designed card when they designed it.
Right.
They designed it when they were looking for ways to combat Saheeli Rai and Copycat combo.
Yeah.
And I definitely think that it was like it's a very good hindrance on that because of it just like Authority of the Consuls, which everyone was like, oh, this is the Copycat killer, whatever the green thing from Amonkhet was, the green creature.
Right.
Also did it. This just killed them if they went for it. It was kind of like Rakdos Charm was to Twin.
Right.
But in a set where it's based around a bunch of tribes, you're going to play around a lot of creatures, and one of those tribes is specifically around tokens and gaining life.
Right.
Why did we put a card in the same set that just kills that strategy? Or just kills most of the strategies. Like Merfolk's a go wide deck too.
Right. Well,
and it's
one of give dinos like some game against the other tribes.
But dinos kind of had a game already because their creatures were big enough, and some of their cards just incidentally wiped the board.
That's true.
Like I would have Rampaging Ferocidon, I think would have been a much better card and a much better like design fit card in Rivals of Ixalan.
Okay.
Once we got to play with all these synergies and try them all out, and then we can say no.
Yeah. I don't know that even without Rampaging Ferocidon, you get to play those synergies given the way that standard
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I see your point.
All right, so this is a much better start for Jesse.
Yeah.
We actually have 1-drops. We didn't mulligan to 5. But can we deal with the Gifted Aetherborn?
I think we have a Lightning Strike.
That's a good answer to Gifted Aetherborn. I'm confused by this attack. Are we... Oh, wait, no. That's Invigorated Rampage. That's not a Lightning Strike.
Well,
so I'm guessing he's giving it +2 or +4 +0 and trample?
Yeah.
But in that case, why didn't we attack with the Bowmat Courier? Then we could have given it +2 +0 and the other one +2 +0.
I think he just values that creature a little bit more, and he knows that he would snap block the Bowmat Courier when it has the 3 cards there.
But it's not getting through much of anything.
Well, it's going to get through next turn if he draws a land. He gets to Crasher it through, and then the following turn you get 4 cards.
But if you look at it, say like he doesn't have 2 lands.
Yeah.
Like he only has 2 lands, and if you saw his hand, he's got Hazaret and Glorybringer. These are cards we're trying to find off our Bowmat Courier, not cards we're trying to discard with our Bowmat Courier. Unless he's really trying to like hoping this is going to find him lands.
Yeah,
Which
so
maybe he is.
Yeah, he might be trying to get lands. He might be trying to like set up 4 cards on it to where he can just cash it in the late game and try and get some reach out of some burn spells.
Yeah, maybe.
Man, still no 3rd land.
You have to pay mana for the thing you Direfleet Daredevil, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. That'd be busted if it wasn't. You just get to never return here, but I think he's going to... I think he might just attack with this Bomat Courier and discard all this power in his hand for the chance of hitting lands, which I don't think is correct.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. If you were discarding 4 and drawing 4, then it would be fine.
Yeah. Yep, it's happening. And like, so yeah, we find lands, but now what are we doing with them?
Yeah,
There's so much power that just...
It turns on your future cards, I guess.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we just discarded so many of them.
That's rough. But there's no guarantee he was drawing the lands to play those.
That is true.
Oh, La Chupacabra.
Good old murder dog. And see, now Jesse just flooded out.
And Clayton's going to get him down with these Champions of Wits.
Champion of Wits beats. Good old Naga Wizards. Scarab God? Good luck. Yeah, I think that's just game.
Yeah, there's very little he can do to come back from this. He's got the Chupacabra in the yard. Scarab God.
Glorybringer.
Yeah, he gets Glorybringer.
Attack for 7. Put him to 9. He's just dead on the following turn. Okay.
Is that it? You can't attack.
So get back Gifted Aetherborn. I think we were
back Glorybringer. Like he deals him 2, and then Glorybringer plus. Yeah, that would kill him. He doesn't even have to do it with the trigger on the stack, but.
Wait, isn't there an on-crop crasher in Jesse's graveyard that he discarded?
Yeah.
So that just kills him.
Oh, sure.
Oh, wait, we're getting back Champion of Wits? That's not lethal.
That is not lethal. But we're going to draw 4 cards, and we're going to discard.
One of them is a Gifted Aetherborn.
That's exciting.
There's also a Glintsleeve Siphoner.
Are either of those lethal right now?
I don't think they're lethal.
All right, well, probably misplay then.
Yeah. That was like one of the biggest things whenever I was playing Blue-Black Control, and I found myself against Mono Red. Just this way Scarab God just turns around the game is insane.
Yeah.
Just being able to... Oh, there's a Consign to Oblivion that he's going to draw. That is lethal. Wait, did he bottom it? No. That's... Yeah, okay.
All right, so now we have land Consign to Oblivion.
Yeah, we bounce that and kill him.
There it is.
All right.
He found lethal.
Yeah, but as I was going to say... Just the way Scarab God can turn around the game by bringing back like things like Onko Crasher, Glorybringer, Earthshaker, Kenra.
Oh yeah.
Against Mono Red, just lets you. It takes like 2 turns off your clock.
Absolutely, it's a good way to close out the game.
Oh yeah, like
I found that a lot of times, especially against the older Mono Red decks, that it doesn't really turn it around too much. Like you have to be at about parity for him to make a huge difference. Otherwise, they're just gonna attack around it or burn you through it, or it doesn't matter. But I wasn't playing the same decks that you were. So.
Yeah, but like, and those kinds of matchups, like when you're at parity, like if you're playing like Grixis or Blue-Black Control against Mono Red, you're probably at like 4 to 8 life.
Yeah,
and
it's scary. You need to end the game quick.
Yeah, and just going Scarab God, pass. You have to pray that turn they don't kill you.
Right.
If they don't,
come on, no Glorybringer.
You untap with like maybe like a counter spell in hand. They don't do anything. You like get back their Earthshaker Kenra or their On-Crop Crasher. Upkeep, get back the other one, make all their creatures not able to block, you drain them for 2 in the process, and hit them for 13.
That's how you win the game.
That's a really fast way to win the game.
So Clayton takes this one down, assisted a little bit here by Jesse's poor draw, I would say.
Poor draw and I think nervousness maybe about just not drawing lands.
Yeah.
I don't know if he like gets to win that game if he doesn't sacrifice the Bomat Courier, because Clayton's hand was just very powerful, had the cards he needed, but
right, you can't miss your 3rd land drop.
Yeah,
with this deck
it's awkward.
3 turns in a row. That's very bad.
But yeah, so that's gonna be it for us here for round 1, guys. We will see you back in probably around 20-25 minutes for round 2. Don't go anywhere.
Bye.